Baines Sound is already home to a thriving shellfish industry, producing a harvest worth nearly $28 million a year, and it may soon be producing nearly that same amount in seaweed. A license has just been granted to allow seaweed harvesting from the shores of Deep Bay, and if the early indications are correct, this could be a multi-million-dollar bounty. CTV's Gord Kurbis has the story.
It's the slippery, smelly substance we try our best to avoid when walking barefoot along local beaches. But this, according to some, has the potential for huge economic benefits to the Baines Sound region.
We have this stuff coming in a meter deep when it really starts to pile up in excessive amounts, and we're just fortunate in finding some solid agricultural uses for it.
Its common name is Irish moss, and the plan is to pick it up off the local beaches and dry it here in this old dairy barn at Beaver Meadow Farms. Parts of it will end up being used on area fields.
The offshoot of it is that we get to use some of that seaweed for nutritional supplement to our grass-fed cattle here on the farm, which again gives us that unique taste that is in our milk and meat.
But the biggest use will come when the Irish moss is shipped to international buyers. Irish moss is what gets turned into carrageenan.
Carrageenans are used in so many products that we consume on a daily basis. Ice cream, chocolate milk, Crest toothpaste, shampoo.
The harvesting of Irish moss was a huge industry on the eastern coast of North America. It wasn't believed to exist in our area, but it does grow here, and early testing shows it could well yield some impressive results.
In my lab, I use a viscometer, and we literally turn water into gel with a small amount of seaweed.
The first international buyer is due to visit the Comox Valley before long, and if all goes according to plan, the moss could well put the local area at the forefront of some international attention.
We think it's a wonderful opportunity for the Comox Valley to become more sustainable in growing our local food supply and being known around the world for our innovative techniques.
The company has been granted a license to harvest 1,000 tons of the seaweed, and it has a 2-year experiment with the Agriculture Ministry.
So we will be using workers with pitchforks, pitchforking into bags, and we were allowed by the government 1 ATV to haul the bags of seaweed to trucks that will then transport it to our drying facility here at Beaver Meadow Farms.
Those involved with the venture say the potential is huge and it could equal the area's lucrative shellfish industry. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Baines Sound.